Cheers. We're doing a cheers again. I want your coffee. Bring your coffee over. Bring your coffee. Thank you. Welcome to Lazy Days. Welcome back to Two Boys, One Couch.
Taking in your body like it's honey. Babe, now I got two boys sitting on a couch and they're so broly. Kissing on each other like it's
Yom Kippur.
Baby.
Welcome back to Two Boys. One Couch. That's right. We're drinking coffee today. Shout out our sponsor, Metropolis Cafe. And I'm putting it in there. And he doesn't like it. I'm putting it in because I love him.
Yeah, we messed up.
Welcome back to the Twink in the Rink. This is a show about a twink who his exploration he learns to ice skate. He learns to figure skate.
Twink on the ring.
Welcome back to Twink in the Stink. This is a show.
Oh no!
This is a show about a little twink.
No stink.
A little twink where he basically goes around
Comes the
town,
garbage man.
goes to different houses, and he repairs and plumbs toilets.
Yep. That's like two moms, one time.
Welcome back to the Twink in the Drink. This is where you have a little twink and he goes around town drinking bath water.
Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
How are you doing? You look a little low energy.
Yeah, no, I was vibing when I got home today
Yeah.
from working, but I'm really tired now. So you're going to have to carry this one to victory.
That's okay. I got a lot of energy. I got a lot of coffee.
Yeah,
It's reheated. It's reheated. That's right. Microwaves. Here's the thing. I was a little under the weather this week. Shout out. You know who got me sick. You know your name.
You were dead this week.
You are dead to me. I was dead this week. So my body, it was allowed a lot of time to sleep and catch up on sleep that I had lost in the last year. So yesterday and today I've been just a ball of energy, and I love it. So I'm pretty much the opposite of you. So really, it's the yin and the twing.
He's a little cracked out right now.
Yes. But why are you so tired? What's going on?
No, it's fine. Like 5 minutes ago before we started this, and now I'm tired of you.
You wouldn't be the first one. You wouldn't be the first blonde person to say that to me.
No, actually, I think it was probably all the food I made you. Like
that
30
was a
minutes
lot
ago.
of food. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I think it was all that cooking I did for the two of us. And the dishes that I all did this morning, too. I think that's what really tired me out, doing your dishes and cooking your food. I think that might have been what tired me out, honestly. And closing all the cabinets.
Okay.
Closing open cabinets.
It's
really got me
now.
pooped.
I'm starting to sweat. I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting hot.
Anyways.
Anyway.
We have...
It's a sunny day. So I was going to tell you the story. So I was going to tell it to him, and we said, no, we'll save it for the podcast. So I leave work on Friday, right? I leave work on Friday I was there kind of later in the afternoon. I'm usually there till like 1, maybe 12, 1, 2. I leave at like 3 or 4. I can't remember what time. I leave. I remember seeing this like truck kind of parked in an odd place. And where I work is up in Malibu, and it's kind of on this side road, and there's like 5 houses. And so it's not a street where most of the people that drive in and out are people that I work with, or people that like work on the houses that are near there. There's construction on a house near there. Anyway, you wouldn't drive on this street. It's a dead end. So shout out Slippers. So I leave. I remember seeing this like truck, and I was like, it's kind of a weird position for it to be parked. Whatever, no big deal. I go home. Come back Monday. And apparently, this is not. I don't know why this is a horrible thing that happened, but apparently,
no way.
There was a guy that was there. He was in his 20s, and he it was a drug deal that went bad, and the people took his money or took his drugs or whatever it was, and just straight up killed him right there. And then at the exact same time, this guy that was at the place where I work, he had to go to the ER. So there was an ambulance that came up. So the cops go to where I work, and they had everyone like hands up, get out of the place. The news gets there. They're like, there's a shooting at this place, and there's one victim being like put into an ambulance, which is all not true, but like coworkers and everyone's like on the news or whatever. I guess it's taken down now because it's false news. And yeah, some on this like crazy random street in Malibu.
Was it on the property of the
No,
house you
it
worked
was
at?
right near there.
He got shot?
Yeah, just fully murked. Like I think it was in the afternoon, but still like not.
So when
like,
you were looking at the car, there was a dead body inside of the car.
or he was chilling. I don't remember because I remember driving past it. And I think it was the truck they were describing.
Did you remember seeing a human in the car?
No, because I just remember it was like it was like they came in, turned around, and like kind of parked, and they're like trying to figure out where they're going. That's what. But I just drove past it. I'm off work. I'm like I didn't think anything of it, but kind of sucks.
Damn, you could have saved his life.
I don't like that guilt trip, first of all.
No,
But
I'm
you're
just
right.
kidding.
No, I mean it's freaking a family's without a son right now, and it was gnarly. It was like one of those things where I'm bringing
That's
the mood
wild,
real
dude.
down today.
That's wild. That reminds me of a story when my sister. Yeah, I think this is okay to talk about. My sister worked at a Starbucks in our hometown. And one of her coworkers, really great girl. I love this girl. Her coworker. She was closing one night, and she just closed up like normal, you know. Cleaned everything down, locked up, got out of there. The next morning, the opener comes in, and for some reason, I don't know whether they were cleaning or what they were doing, but they went into the bathroom, and a guy had overdosed in the bathroom, and there was just a dead body in the bathroom when this opener came
It
into
was
the
a guy
Starbucks.
that worked there, or no?
No.
Just a random.
So the girl who I was talking about when she was closing had failed to go into the bathrooms and like check the bathrooms, and didn't check the bathrooms or clean them or anything, and the whole time there was a guy there dead.
This sounds like a Law and Order episode.
I know. How wild is that?
Dun.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, you overdosed in the bathroom. It's kind of cracked.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
Yeah, she got fired
Well,
for not cleaning the bathrooms. Didn't have anything to do with the dead guy. Just didn't clean the damn bathrooms.
they're like, Susie, take a seat. So we're gonna have to let you go. Why? You didn't clean the bathrooms.
Could you come into the bathroom real quick? Don't mind the dead body. You see the shit on the toilet seat? You're fired.
He's like, we work at a coffee shop. It's gonna happen. I swear. Oh, that's gnarly. Wow, we really started off dark here today.
Yeah, double dead bodies.
Murder, overdose.
Yeah, my sister also saw. Hope she doesn't listen to this and she'll get like PTSD. My sister saw it at a like a not like a carnival, but like a festival sort of thing.
Mhm.
And it was really windy. I think I might have told you this before. But it was really windy, and she was there with a friend, and the wind took an umbrella, and the umbrella stabbed another human. The umbrella went into a human, the bottom of an umbrella, into someone's fucking chest. How crazy is that?
Into their chest?
Yes, that's like Final Destination shit.
Into their chest?
Yes. And she watched it happen.
Jeez.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Imagine you're like, listen to music, you're stoked with all this stuff, and that's the sound. Oh,
Yes.
I'm not trying to make light of it, but I'm trying to make light of it. That's
Death
gnarly.
via umbrella. Yeah, it's wild.
Jeez. It is interesting when I did because when you go to EMT school, you have to do like 24 hours on a ambulance, and they'd send us to this one company, and their like busiest station was in Inglewood. And so you go there, you do two 12-hour shifts. And so the first shift.
Best to best?
Huh?
Back to back?
No, you do
Oh.
12, and then like 2 days later I did the other
That's
12.
a 24-hour shift.
Yeah, some people do that, but it's however you set it up. You kind of do it yourself. And so the first shift, I'm there, and like we respond to a couple calls that are like, this dude fell on his bike, and I like bandaged up his arm, and they have you do BP and all these other things, blood pressure, and get vitals, and it's like, cool, like this is great. I get to apply what I was learning. And then we get this one call where they're like, there's all these code things that I wasn't aware of that were
6969420.
Yep, 100%. We gotta.
Yeah.
I'm gonna You go ahead. You're
Beep,
dispatch.
beep, boop. Red bag, red, green, niner, 49er, 6969, upside down, ringer,
Yep,
ringer.
there we go. And so we go to this thing.
Do you know what that was? What that call was?
Absolutely.
What was it?
That was a in the circus.
Yeah.
Whenever they all get in the tiny car and it flips.
Yeah, I don't know if they taught you that one before.
Yeah, no, I did know that one.
Yeah,
I did know that one.
Ringer, ringer.
Well, yeah. So we go to this call and there's like 5 cops in this residential area, and one of the guys goes, "Hey, so they said that he's I forgot the word they used, but like it's a crazy person, someone that's mentally not all there." And so he said, "Just
We've got a Canaan on the road.
we got a Canaan on the loose.
We've got a Canaan on the road.
I'm here." And so I'm like, "Okay, cool." And he goes, "Just keep your wits about you." I'm like, "All right." So we go outside. We stand for like a couple minutes. The dude was in the back of the cop car. So because he had injured himself, so we're going to take him to the ER. He's in the back of the cop car. I guess the cops and the EMT that I was working under, like they were kind of chatting. They kind of knew this guy. And so the guy comes up to me and goes, "Hey, like we're going to restrain him, put him on the stretcher, and then like tie him down basically." It's like a whole mission. And this is something you learn about, but like it depends where you're working, but it's not something you would do in your first shift really. So I was like, well, this is exciting. Yay, game on. And so he hands me a sheet.
Where were you?
Inglewood.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So he hands me a sheet. And I'm like, just like a white sheet. And I'm like, I don't know. It's not cold out. I don't know. I didn't really realize it. And then the cops pull him out. And he's like kind of a shorter guy. So these 2 giant cops, they like lift him. And he's here, right? And I'm behind. I'm back here. And they pull him out. And he just... And it was like the 4th of July, meat was flying, and he had no pants on, just a shirt. So then I realized they fling him and all this stuff, then throw him on the stretcher.
Was he long donging?
He was long dogging.
Oh, wow.
My first image was just in slow motion, and I'm like,
Yeah, for anyone that's not watching the video, that shwoo sound is Kanan depicting a penis flying through the air.
Thank you for clarifying. Young
Yeah,
man.
we have
you.
audio listeners here, too.
Yes, yeah, you're right. So then I realized, oh, this is what the sheet's for. So they strain him down. I put the sheet on him. Then he starts like, and he starts spitting at different people. Luckily, I was behind him, so they put the spit guard on his head. And I'm like, this is
a spit guard?
It's a spit guard. It's basically
just a
like
bucket.
Just a bucket.
A Home Depot bucket on his head.
No, it's like kind of like a hairnet where it's like really fine, but you can still breathe through it. Kind of like a sort of
A mask.
Sort of, but you can see through it. It's like one of those mosquito net things.
A Trump supporter's mask.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes. And so they put that on him, and then we get him in the car, and he's freaking out, all this stuff. Get to the hospital, and usually they call it like holding the wall because you just stand there waiting for a bed for this person. So I can't transfer him over just to the hospital if there isn't a bed for them to receive him. So we're waiting there, and he's freaking out and all this stuff. And I think his name was something simple. It was like, I wish I remembered. But we'll say Timothy, right? It was like Timothy. It was like one of those names that sounded kind of like a kid. And he acted like he was kind of like a kid at heart. So I was starting to put the pieces together. And so he's freaking out at the EMTs and the cops. And I was like, hey, Timothy. I was like, what do you like? And he goes, I like wrestling. And I'm like WWE, or do you want to wrestle me?
Double leg takes down to you in the fucking hospital.
No, he's still strapped up. He's still strapped up.
Dude,
So-
you never know.
So that happens. Where are you going? You good? Oh, you just checking. Okay, I got you. There we go. We're good to go.
Yeah, still going.
Okay,
Just
cool.
want to make sure the video was good.
I got you. So they right. So he's there, and I'm like, yo, we're talking about wrestling. I'm like, what's your favorite wrestler? He goes, I like Hulk Hogan. And he starts saying these people, right? Then it comes time to transfer him to a bed. He still has 0 pants on, just a sheet.
And a dong.
And a dong. And so he's there, and he's like all this stuff. The spit guard was off because he was chilled out. And so he's strapped here, and then they unleashed one arm, and he threw this EMT lady. And I'm standing there like, I'm not even getting paid right now. Like, what are we doing? And he starts trying to grab everything. And I look at him, I go, Timothy. And he looks up at me. I go, Timothy, tell me again, who's your favorite wrestler? And he goes, I like Hulk Hogan. And I go, what is Hulk Hogan? What's his saying? And they're like, I don't know. I just BS'd it because I don't really know. I'm not into, dancing and wrestling or whatever you call that thing, acting, wrestling. And so he's like, I was like, hey, but what is, I was like, what does Hulk believe in? And he goes, America or something. That's like, he's like, I don't know, something like that. And I go, right. And he believes in, being cool. And I was like, I need you to be cool right now. This all happened. And the one of the EMTs looks at me and she's like, what the hell are you doing? And I was like, I got this. Even though I didn't. I have zero training with these kind of people. And so he goes, yeah. And I go, look, Timothy, I need you to get from this bed to that bed. Can you do it for me?
You're a fucking hostage negotiator.
I'm a hostage negotiator. Give me a raise. And so I go, I need you to go from this bed to that bed.
No raise. Just get me paid.
Just get me paid.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's what the Hulk would want you to do. And he's like, yeah, I can do that. So he just gently moves over. And then, like, I strap one leg down. They strap another leg down. I was like, dude, good job. And then this one guy, like, kind of grabbed his hand. And he, like, looks at him. And then just freaks out again. And I'm like, guys, we were on a good path here. But we finally got him down. And then we just left.
Euthanized him.
No. God,
Oh, no.
God, no. But that was... I totally forgot about that story until this moment. Oh, my gosh. It was
Good old Timothy.
full. He was a sweetheart, though. He just had some mental stuff going on.
How old is he?
He was like 30s.
Oh, he wasn't like a
Yeah.
teenager.
No. But he was like known by the cops, and his caretaker was there, and she was like, it was really sad because she was like crying. She's like, he didn't mean to do what he did, and like I wasn't sure what he did. I guess he like ran after a car, or tried to attack somebody, but he just like isn't all there. So poor guy, but loves wrestling, as you can tell.
Long dong.
Shout out Timothy.
Do you want to get into question of the day?
You got the Johnny question of the day, ladies and gentlemen.
I was going to lie to the podcast now, but this is really Kanan's question of the day.
Because I came up with the question of the day.
Yeah, that he rerouted to be Johnny's question of the pod.
Because, well, here's the thing is you just tried to throw me under the bus.
No, I brought you over the bus.
No, you tried to throw me under the bus.
No, I didn't want to
Because
take
here's what
credit
he
for
did.
your thing.
Here's what he did.
No, it's a good question.
I said,
I
hold
didn't
on.
want to I didn't want to
Hey,
take
hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
I did what that day.
I didn't want to take it. Here's the thing is I said, you got a question? And he said, no. And so I said, I got one. So I want to know. I'll just ask it. Might as well. It's the question of the day. I want to know.
It's Johnny's question of the day, though.
Johnny, it's Johnny's 1, 2, 3,
3, 4, 5,
Johnny's
6,
question of the day.
Dun,
Try that
dun.
one more time.
Johnny's question of the day. Boom, boom.
I want to know, Johnny, about your first crush, the first girl you were like, oh my gosh, you're in love with, and
bold of you to assume it was a girl.
and twink at the steak, and your first crush, meaning the first time a girl crushed your heart, like as a kid. So double crushes.
I already know what this is immediately.
You have it?
Oh yeah,
Love it.
Yeah.
Let's get on board.
I'm not gonna say names because there's a high chance that
100%.
these people will eventually listen to this
100%.
when we're famous, obviously. But yeah, this is in my Tinder bio too. I talk about this in my Tinder bio. But there was a girl that I obviously had a huge crush on. All the girls had crushes on me.
Wait, pause. Take me there.
7th
How
grade.
old are you? 7th grade?
7th grade.
Okay.
Herrick Middle School.
Ooh.
Just Johnny.
Yeah.
High socks. Basketball shorts. Basketball shoes. Tight shirt. 5'4".
Oh,
Yeah. That's a
tall
picture I want in
drink
my
of
bed.
water.
Yup. Dehydrated. Thinning hair. Not sure how. Absolutely fucking malnourished.
Dehydrated. Would you
Anyways.
just look like imploded?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I think I was very charismatic as a kid. I still am.
Love
Yeah.
it.
And I think that's just why all the ladies really liked me. I was a big ladies' man in the middle school. Not so much anymore, but middle school for sure. And so I was crushing with this girl. And she had one of our friends be like, hey, we'll call her...
Dude, please. You could say first name.
No.
People will know.
Yes.
Okay, because I don't even... Okay, go on.
No, it's not bad. Like, it isn't a...
No, I got you. I
just don't feel like getting a text recently. Like,
He's
hey,
embarrassed.
I saw... You were talking about me on
He's
the...
embarrassed.
No, it's her
No.
name's going to be Cindy.
All right, Cindy.
Cindy.
Lou who?
Yeah, so Cindy and I, this was my first girlfriend in 7th grade. And our first kiss was after the movie we saw Insidious. Do you remember Insidious?
Mm-mm.
You don't know Insidious? The scary movie?
No.
Oh, dude, I've watched that movie so many times. We were obsessed with it in middle school.
Okay.
Anyways, we watched Insidious. And we sat next to each other. And one of my buddies and his girl, still same age, were sitting next to us, and they were like making out the whole time.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
7th grade makeouts.
Yeah.
But I was a little woozy. Dude, I didn't go through puberty until like junior year of high school.
Well, see, I had a first crush. Sorry to cut you off. I had a first crush before I went through puberty.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was in
like,
7th
maybe
grade
I'm
here.
abnormal here.
I was
Okay.
7th grade. I was T-minus 5 years
Yes.
till puberty. It was not a good. This was not peak Johnny. Yeah, and so they were making Mickey's, and I was like, dude, I need milk and cookies. I need to get out of here real bad. But yeah, I wanted to get kissed. And
Yes.
so didn't do anything the whole movie, maybe held hands. And afterwards, after the movie, we're walking.
Mm.
And I don't know how, but we got like farther away from our friend group. And she was standing there. And mind you, she's like gotta be 6 or 7 inches taller than me. Like a legit 6 or 7 inches taller than me. So it's bad. and
Yes.
and we stop, just the two of us. I don't know how, like I said, I don't know how we got separated from everyone else, but we stop and it's just the two of us standing there. And I was like, "Can I kiss you?"
Oh.
I know.
Yes!
I know. I said that.
Wait, so you went in and you didn't even like you asked her.
I did, I
love
straight up
that.
asked.
What an honorable man.
I
The
know.
honorable man award today goes to
Not
Johnny.
super honorable. I'm just kind of a pussy.
No, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
And so I was like, "Can I kiss you?"
Oh.
And obviously she said yes, obviously.
Okay, wait, can we reenact the scene? I'll be her. I'll be Cindy.
Do we get to kiss?
Yeah. No. Go on.
Cindy.
Yeah.
That wasn't it.
Was that
wasn't
on her
it.
voice?
No, one more
okay,
time.
wait. I'll say action. Okay, ready? And action.
Cindy, I really like the movie.
I liked it too.
Can I kiss you?
Ooh, let me think.
Okay.
I'm still thinking.
Maybe think faster, Cindy.
Hey, how's the weather down there? Yes.
Fuck you, Cindy.
Okay, so you asked her to kiss you. You asked her to kiss you.
Yeah. And
Wait, did you ask her, can you kiss me or can I kiss you? Because really, she
I
was
don't know.
kissing you because she was taller.
No, fuck off. No, I think it was "Can I kiss you?" Or "Can."
Oh,
It
love it.
definitely. I don't think it was "Can we kiss?" "Can I kiss you?"
Oh, love it.
It was something, yeah. And then we kissed, and that was the day.
Okay.
Yep. And then fast forward. I don't know how long. Time is so warped. I think we dated for like maybe 2 months.
You dated after that.
We were dating at this point, dude. In 7th grade.
Okay,
This is my first girlfriend. This is what I said.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're joking about love. This is love.
I'm so sorry.
We said we loved each other. It's the funniest shit. Yeah. I mean, anytime you got in a relationship in 7th grade, everyone always said they loved the person.
Dang.
And it's cap.
I just got.
So cap a lot.
Get out of here, little boy.
Get out of my room, boy.
Okay, so go on. So you guys dated.
Yeah, so, and then on New Year's,
Oh, yeah.
this is where the break comes
Love
in.
it.
Yeah. On New Year's, she was super fucking pretty.
Yeah.
She still is. Cindy.
You almost said her name. I love it.
No.
Yeah.
But she was somewhere else. And we weren't together on New Year's, but we were like texting each other. This is also like, it sounds like it's fucking serious, but you gotta remember we're in 7th grade, so this is not very legitimate.
Yeah.
And I like wanted to hang out with her on New Year's Eve. But she wouldn't come to where I was.
How far was the distance?
Dude, we're in the same town. I don't know.
Oh, so she playing.
I mean, nobody has license though at that point, so mom's got to drive them.
30-minute bike ride.
Mom's got to drive them.
Okay.
And so we weren't at the same place. And then, like right after New Year's, like right after the ball drop.
No.
No, I don't think I didn't get it. She kissed someone text. I got like a just a dead ass, like, I don't like you anymore or something like that. Or I don't want to be dating anymore.
On New Year's?
On New Year's, dude.
What?
I know.
Is
So-
she not mature enough as a
I
7th
know.
grader to go, you know what?
Yeah, and I was having a sleepover with my buddy Jared.
Oh,
That's his real
Jared.
name. Jared was there. And he was sleeping over at my house.
Yeah.
It's like the one time I had people sleep over at my house like maybe 5 times in my entire life, and that was one of the days. So we just for fucking having fun that all night. I was a little depressy, but he was keeping me lighthearted. And then in the morning, so like New Year's Day, we had firecrackers.
Amazing.
Yeah, I know. We had firecrackers in the front yard, and I still remember this today, and we talk about it like every time we see each other. I was lighting off a firecracker, and I don't know how, whether or not I just didn't drop it fast enough or I lit the fuse too short. The fucking firecracker blew up in my hand. And I thought I was a goner. Like, I thought I was dead.
You thought you got your heart
My ears were
broken,
ringing, my hands numb. Like, I thought I was a goner.
heart was broken, and you died.
Yes, and I died.
That's a big
Yeah.
day. Especially
Jared?
as a 7th grader.
Yeah, that same Jared. We were having an airsoft war at one of our friends' houses,
Yes.
which is fucking awesome, dude.
Yes.
So fun. And we were kids, so like I think this might have been 8th grade now, maybe a year later, and my phone was sitting there. And in a very childish way, he's like, "Yo, can I shoot your phone with this airsoft?" Like point blank, headshot, shoot my phone. And I was like, "Yeah, Jared, you can shoot my phone." Like sarcastically. And the fucker shot my phone and shattered the fucking screen. He shot it right there. Just shattered the screen of my phone.
Dude,
Yeah.
Jared.
And then I had to have like my mom contact his mom to get a new phone. It was so awkward too.
Dude, Jared, Cindy.
But
New
kids are so
Year's.
dumb because he's like,
Yeah.
"Dude, you said I could do it." Well, yeah, but like, no, don't do it. Yeah.
He probably had the best phone too.
Yeah, I had a little Android. He had an iPhone.
Did he?
Yeah,
What
dude.
a punk.
I think it was like a 5C, the
What a
colored
punk.
ones, right?
You know what would be the
Loser.
worst ending to this whole thing?
What?
Is if Jared and Cindy are dating now.
Jared is Cindy. No, I'm kidding. No, Jared
I
and
like
Cindy
that.
are not
What a
dating.
good story. Dang.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, that was my story. You want to go and get into yours real quick?
I totally, again, like this. I was thinking about this today driving home from work.
Yeah. About this question?
About
in the
this
story?
question because a story popped in my head.
Yeah.
That I haven't remembered in a long time. But I was in this like summer camp, right? I went with my cousins. We go to the summer camp up in Big Bear or Lake Arrowhead, somewhere up in the mountains from LA. And so, yeah, I think it's recording. It's just going on black. Sorry, guys. Pause if you're listening. We're still getting rolling here. Yeah, yeah.
Timer to see how long we've been going.
And so I'm at this summer camp. And my cousins invite me. I'm there. It's like this kind of Christian summer camp, but it's just there's like a blob, like from that movie. There's like go-karts. It's awesome. There's a lake.
Is it a workout summer camp? Like from
No,
the
it's
movie?
not for fat kids. I was not. No. It's not like
It was for fit
heavyweights.
kids.
It was
You
for
were the camp
fit
that they
kids.
got into a fight with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but this was like
What
co-ed.
movie is it?
Heavyweights.
Yeah, you're
Great.
the shitty camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so this was I like you. I was so small until like sophomore year of high school, like tiny, like
And then you got like medium size.
tiny, and then I got
Yeah.
if that, right? I'm still 5'2" right now, so
Yeah.
I can fit in your pocket. But so I go to this camp. This is the type of camp where they're like, boys are red, girls are blue, don't make purple, and like they don't want you to enter. Like you haven't heard that?
No.
They'd say it every. I went there several times. They'd say it at the
Is that like a Christian camp thing? Like people say that?
I've seen it at 2, maybe 3 camps I've been to. I went to a YMCA one. It's just like a thing.
Yeah, me and my friends just kissed in the movie theater when we were kids.
No, at the camp they have to like. They don't want kids going around. You know, you don't want kids getting.
Yeah.
You know,
What about the gay kids? They just get all the privileges then.
I don't know. I guess
They
he's
can do
like,
all
I'm
the
not making
kissing."
purple. I'm making red.
What happens when I mix blue with blue, motherfucker?
So we're there, and it's like 7 days. So you're like, I like that. So they're like, okay, you know, all these things, and you start to you have this dorm or whatever, this cabin that you're with all your guys, and there's like 40 dudes.
Oh
there.
my God, I have a story to tell.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So you're this cabin with like 40 guys, and there's like a cabin counselor who's like maybe 18, 19, and just, you know, he's the coolest guy in the world at that point because he's like your guy, whatever. So I got my cabin. We're all homies. It was cool because I didn't really know anyone besides my cousins, but they were in a whole different area. So I was like, oh, I made friends. Like, we're all cool. And so it was like midweek, you know, and you're vibing with the girls. You're just like got little crushes. I think I was maybe like 10. I don't know about what my age was. So we're there. And there were these, for the sake of the story, we get around the cabin at night. It's like, let's say whatever. It's a Wednesday night, halfway through the camp. And so we're all the like tight knit boys. There's like 20 of us. And we're like, oh, who do you have a crush on? Who do you have a crush on? And I already had mine who had a crush on, right? And so this was, I like vividly was like, oh my gosh, I'm in love. This is like the first time.
Was her name Cindy?
No. I wish. Maybe, actually. And so I think I remember one of their names. So I'm like, I remember interacting with them. And so the guy that was kind of the leader of like the group, not the counselor or whatever, just like the older one and he was like the cool kid. He's like a year older than me. Like he snuck in the fireworks. Like he was that kid. So I was like his homie, his little minion to do stuff because we'd get ratchet. And so he goes, hey, Kanan, who do you like? Who you got a crush on? I go, well, and I thought I was smooth. I go, well, there's 2 of them. And then all the boys are like, oh, all that stuff. I thought it was so cool. I wasn't. And he goes, we'll call him Dylan. Dylan's like, what? You got 2 of them? And I went, yeah. You know, it's, they're twins. Silence.
Damn.
One set of twins at the camp. Silence.
Are they identical or no?
Identical twins.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, yeah, ooh, like, and I just was like,
no.
And then Dylan looks at me and he goes, you mean my sisters? And I go, I literally, everyone goes, ooh, because they're like, they're going to fight. And I look at Dylan and I go, no, dude, it's a different set of twins. And he goes, who are they? And I go, they're different ones. They're here for like one day. And I tried to lie, but everyone knew. And it sucks because then he didn't, because he was like, maybe he did. I don't know. But someone in our cabin told the girls and told all the girls and told the whole story. So then everyone at this camp like knew.
Kanan wants a 3-way.
No.
Is that what they chanted?
And the reason why I had a crush on both of them is because they looked exactly the same. I didn't really know, you know. I was like, oh, they're really cute and like fun. I don't know. Maybe. But
did you know they were twins though?
Yeah, they looked exactly the same.
I thought you were like, wow, they're both really pretty.
Well, I was like, wow, this girl's like running all over the place. I saw her over here and then over here.
Wow.
No, because they were always together. So that happens. But I remember being like crushed because then later on someone was like, yeah, they definitely don't like you. And it was sucked because it was the they thing too.
Yeah.
Like they were a package deal. And then also the whole week I just remember being like, dude, this sucks. Like I tell one thing, like no one else in the circle, it got out, but because it was Dylan's sisters, it sucked. And that's why I still have a fear of being rejected by women. And
yes, amen.
Amen. But it's
Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yeah,
it's coming to an end.
Set of twins.
It's coming to an end.
Go on.
Yeah, I have a camp story as well.
Yes.
I only ever went to one camp because I was poor.
I got a story for you.
I went to a skateboarding camp that was in Wisconsin called Lake Owen. So sick. I also saw a bear. That was the only time I've ever seen a bear. And it was a cub, and it was climbing a tree. We went to go get breakfast at like the breakfast cafeteria thing, and it was like a lodge sort of. So this whole entire camp was just in a forest with like mini ramps and like huge half pipes and stuff.
It's like Woodward.
It is a camp of Woodward.
Oh, Woodward.
Yeah. So it's Woodward, Lake Owen. Yeah, and so I went there, and it was so cool. Like everything is a cabin. It's a really cool vibe to be at a camp. And there was a big ass bear that was just sitting at the top of a tree, way up in a tree. Really cool. Anyways, so a little bit of backstory is, I wet the bed until I was like breaking into middle school.
Hold on a second.
What?
How have we not shared this before?
It's just a fact.
I definitely wetted the bed.
Yeah, dude.
Like, for a while.
Dude, I wet the bed until it's what childhood trauma does, dude.
Like
You just wet the bed.
Like a while.
Yeah, yeah.
Like last night.
Yeah.
Like
Cool. Nice. Yeah, no. I would be so scared of wetting the bed at like middle school and even going into high school.
The worst.
Yeah.
Oh, go on.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's like 9 p.m. and Timmy's mom is like, "Johnny, do you want some Pepsi?" Nope, not
No.
drinking a fucking thing.
No.
You're,
I was at real quick.
you're shriveled up like a raisin. I'm not drinking
I
anything.
was at my cousin's in Oklahoma, and it was like bunk beds. And I slept on the top, and I wet the bed, and I had no heart to tell anyone, so I just made the bed.
Dude, I did
and
that.
we left the next day.
Yeah, I did that on my friend's couch. I pissed on my friend's couch in like, this was like 5th grade because this was still elementary school. I didn't fucking tell anybody, dude. I pissed all over this motherfucker's couch. Like puddles, dude.
Dude, that's.
And I fold out my blankets, put it right on top of the piss puddle to like hide it. Dip. I also peed my pants at the skate park once.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I got into my friend Sean's car. This is when we were too young to drive.
Yeah, yeah.
And his mom was driving, and my pants, I would literally just piss all over my pants. And they had to have smelled it, like, and I didn't tell fucking anyone. And I also got made fun of because I picked, like, Sean roasted me to his mom, like, that I pick my nose too much. Dude, it's fucked. But yeah, I wet my bed, like, for a long time. Like, I wet my bed far too late.
The mom was like, damn, he picks his nose and he just
I
wet his
know.
pants. This poor kid.
Dude, the fucking, the bathrooms were locked, and I just pissed, like, in my
Yeah.
pants. I couldn't hold it. Wow, I
Okay.
forgot about that.
All right.
But yeah, then I also peed on my friend's couch, and then I also shit on my friend's floor. Because I pooped my pants, but I was going into the bathroom, like I was on the verge, and I pooped all over the floor. And I had like, it was like what's the word for like the tiles on a bathroom floor?
I don't know.
Like
Styles.
whatever. Like smooth tiles.
Yeah.
Really
yeah,
smooth.
Yeah, yeah. Like the
So-
big ones.
Yeah, so like I'm trying to like wipe it up, and it's just smearing.
Bro,
It's so
your
smooth.
DNA is all over this
Yeah.
nation.
Exactly. And I'm trying to wipe up my poop from this kid's bathroom.
Okay.
Have I told you the story about my dog eating my neighbor's? Have I told you that?
Hold that.
Oh, well, that'll
Hold
be
that,
another
hold
podcast.
That, hold that.
We'll save
hold
that for
Let's go
another
to
podcast.
Woodward. Let's go to Woodward.
Anyway, it's back to the camp.
I love this.
Yeah, so at the camp, and it's exactly what we've been saying. I was so scared. And I was with Sean here, too, actually. Sean was at the camp with me skating.
Okay. Okay.
And another friend named Forrest. And I was on a top bunk, and I was the youngest kid there. I was like 10 or 11, but I killed it because I grew up skating. I was really good for my age. And I pissed the bed on the top bunk, and there was someone below me. And I don't think it got any leakage or anything. But, like, you know, because you're a bedwetter as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
So, like, you'd wake up.
Bedwetters unite.
Yeah, you'd wake up in the middle of
Yes.
the night, like, covered in piss.
Oh, dude.
And you're like, what the fuck? Do I just go back to bed? Like, what the hell?
Dude.
But when you're in a camp, you get so much anxiety that, like, I'm just laying there in piss, and I can't do anything about it because it's the middle of the night. I can't get up out of my bed in the middle of the night at this camp.
No.
So I'm just laying there, like, wet and cold. Yeah, I don't really remember where that went. I think I just in the morning, like, ran to the bathroom and, like, changed. Yeah.
Dude, it sucks. I remember just having fear of sleeping in someone's house.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't sleep some nights.
Yeah.
Because I would just be so afraid.
Yeah.
It's weird. One time. Yeah, and then like I think too it was that idea of like being shamed by the family or like the mom that's there.
Dude.
Of her being like, oh, well, my kid doesn't wet the bed or something. Like, it just wasn't my imagination. But because at home, if it happened, it was like, no big deal. Except for my sister and my brother made fun of me mercilessly.
My mom would go to work earlier in the morning, like before we left for school. So
Yeah.
I'd get up, like to go to school. My mom just wasn't home in elementary school. We just walked to school because we were really close. And like I would wet the bed, wake up, not shower, just change and go to bed with piss leg. Whole lot of piss leg going to or not bed to school.
The parent teacher conference, the teacher's like, okay, so Johnny's doing great. There's one thing. he smells a little bit like iodine, or maybe it's urine.
Kid wets the bed. Don't know what to tell you,
Yeah.
teacher.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that happened, like where I would wet the bed and I just go to school, and then afterwards, one day, my friend Edgar and his brother Servando came over after school. I don't know if they remember this. And they came up, and I'd wet the bed that night, and they came up and they like noticed that like my bed had been wetted, and I ran and I hid, and they left. Like I think they left. I don't remember, but like it was the three of us at my house, and they noticed, and I was so embarrassed that in my own home I just ran and hid, and didn't want to hang out with them. I was so embarrassed by it. Yeah.
Especially as a kid, you're like, you can't fully process those things.
Yeah.
Especially because you don't realize, like, I'm afraid to ask where the bathroom is, so I'm just gonna hold it. Do you remember like holding your pee? Because I remember being with my cousins one time, and it was like they had a bounce house, and it was like one of those parties that was super fun, and I was like, I can't miss any fun. This is the one time where I was like, I have to just hold my pee. And I think my cousin or someone that was older than me was like, dude, just hold it. It'll go away. And then so I'm just like, all right, if you hold it, it'll go away. And then at some point, there's a little, little pss, pss.
Yeah.
And then, everyone's yelling at you. But yeah, sleeping's weird. For me, at least, because I've mentioned to you, I've had like night terrors, and I have night terrors. Luckily, I haven't had bad ones here. I've had bad dreams here, but I haven't had like sleepwalking yet. Which, get ready, because I'll be up and down. Maybe I'll be playing the piano.
We gotta start locking your door from the outside.
I'm like, guys,
Yeah,
I just have to
call me
pee.
when you want to leave.
Yeah, right. Oh man.
Prove you're awake. Anytime you want to come out of the room, I have to unlock it. Prove you're awake first, Kanan.
Yeah. Like, what is the price of Bitcoin? Prove it to me right now.
You're asleep.
You're asleep. Stay in there, sleep boy.
Zombie boy, stay in your room. Get back in bed. Piss boy.
Little piss boy. Prove it. Let me see your sheets.
Oh, yeah. So
I wish I remember the last time I wet the bed, because it just happened, and then you were done.
Yeah.
It was like the last hurrah.
Yeah.
But it's funny, man, those like childhood things that probably no one that was at that camp, like the story I was saying, probably no one remembers that story. But because it was so, I felt like it was centered on me because everyone knew about it, or like they were joking with me about it or making fun of me, and it was it's ingrained deep to where like driving home today I was like, oh my gosh,
not the twins.
Someone cut me off and I was like, no, the twins. I saw twins on PCH and I'm like, no, it's coming back.
Yeah.
No, daddy. But yeah, it's weird how those things like then affect us later in like, I think maybe because
that's childhood trauma for you, baby.
Yeah, 100%. But I think maybe too, it's why I get so worried about staying at people's houses or sleeping over at people's houses, or even like now I'll be like somewhere, whatever, and someone's like, oh yeah, you can like crash at our house, like come visit or whatever. Like I was at Colin's dad's in Sarasota, and I was like, hey, do you mind if I grab some water? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like I don't know why I do that. Yeah. And he's like, I would get like a small portion of food because I'm afraid that I'm gonna get like there's not enough food for everybody.
Yeah, I think you're just a beta male.
I don't think that's it.
I think it is.
I think it's like that's definitely it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, dude, he did the funniest thing.
How much portion I get, Daddy?
No, I think it's that thing of like, I want everyone to have enough food,
We all go eat. Let's go.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. But you and I do that when we cook. We're both like, okay, it has to be half.
Yeah.
Otherwise, things can get dicey.
It's treason.
But we were like eating, and Colin and I were going to go out. I don't know where we were going that night, but I didn't finish a beer. There was like that much left in it. If you're looking on the video, it's a little bit. If you're listening, it's a little bit.
It's about 2 inches.
2 inches. And so we leave, all that stuff. I wake up the next morning. I'm like, hey, how's it going? He goes, you want some coffee? And I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. He pours me a cup of coffee. And then out of the fridge, he pulls out the beer. He's like, "Hey, you left a little bit last night." And I'm like, "What?" And I like forgot about it. He goes, "Yeah, I saved it for you."
His dad or Colin?
dad.
Really?
And so I go, because I knew what I was doing. He's like trying to rag me.
Chugs the coffee.
And I go, dude, thanks, man. So I grab the beer from the night before, the 2 inches, and I just stare him in the eyes and drink it. I'm like,
That's funny.
you got to do it, what you got to do.
Yeah. So, I guess we'll wrap up our pod there.
Oh, my gosh. Here's the thing. Let me give a message to all those.
Closing statement.
If you... Let's be serious for a second.
I'm serious.
Okay, let's be serious.
Deadly serious.
Okay, cool. If you suffer from adult bedwetting, there's help. You could go to your local...
Vons.
You could go to talk to a local...
Nutritionist.
And get some help. There are people that care about you. There are people that love you. And there are sheets that are made of plastic. So reach on out. This is 2 boys.
One couch with a little bit of piss on it.